Hey guys, welcome to Crazy Days. I'm Wanda. Today, Hank and I are out walking around, and I did this video a week or so ago and kind of deleted it. So we're going to play What If. What If? Okay, I'm out walking and we've had a lot of people say what ifs. What if you don't have a food supply? What if you had a food supply, somebody come took it? What if you've ran out of your food supply? So what do? Okay? So that's what we're doing today. I am foraging to see what is growing right now. I'm going to ask each of you, go outside, look around, see what you have growing today. Look out tomorrow and try to find out what's growing when in your region, whether it's something you grow or something that's wild edible. Right now, we have figs. This is unusual. We never have figs this time of year. It's always in July. So today, I'm going to be picking a few figs, and then we're going to add it to a few other things. And when I did this the other day, I had figs, I had asparagus, which is unusual this time of year. So it wasn't but 2 or 3 figs, 2 or 3 pieces of asparagus. I added some moringa, some Malabar spinach, some onion chives, garlic chives. Hey, and you can make a meal. And I had some mint tea. So find what's going on in your area. Today, it's figs. We're going to see what else is going on and see a little bit about what Hank's doing. He's running around playing, and he's barking at the pigs. He's finally started to bark like a big dog, guys. So we're going to play What If. What if you don't have the food you need? What are you going to eat? And that's the whole purpose. What are you going to eat if you don't have a food storage? And so I'm going to show you a few things. The figs is one of them. We're just going to see what else we can find. I gave Hank a fig that had a bad spot on it. He kind of likes figs too. And one side of it was kind of funky looking from the sun, so I let Hank have it. These are mine and Danny's. We always have plenty of garlic chives, so to add into a salad or simply to... No, Hank. No. No, you're not getting the figs. He wants to rip my figs in my hand. I gotta hide them. We always have garlic chives, so I usually always pull some of these either to go in a salad, to flavor foods. These are mild, and they're really good. And even Hank will eat some occasionally. He walks by. Dogs know what's good for them. So we've got a few garlic chives. If you have nothing but this, you can flavor water, make garlic soup, something. But we're going to add this with our lunch. The wild persimmons are all getting ready. And you want them when they're kind of soft. They look funky, but they're soft and pink or orange looking. This is what you want. You want to wait till they're this way, because if not, they're going to be bitter and they'll draw your mouth up. Even Hank likes these. Do you see? He sits and gnaws on them. So even Hank likes persimmons. But this tree is loaded, but they've started falling. When they're like this, you don't want them. Believe me, if they're hard, don't pick them. You got to wait till they're really soft. See, that one's not still similar hard. You want a soft persimmon. They almost look like they're beyond ripe, but that's what you want. If you're going to make a pie or anything out of them, this is what you need. They got to come off easily. That one didn't come off. That one just falls off. If you have to pick them or pull at them, they're not ripe. But this is your wild persimmons, and they're not very big. It takes quite a few of them to make a meal. My herb garden is so full of things right now. I have a variety of everything from rosemary, popolo, moringa. Let's see, we've got pineapple sage, stevia. What else have I got in here? Malabar spinach. We have just a variety. I've got some more oregano, thyme. If you need to, just make a soup with your herbs. Pick a little bit of all of them and make a soup. At least you'll get some of the nutrients. But we're going to get a little bit of the Malabar spinach to go with our garlic and onions. And Hank's eating rosemary. And he got stuck in a spider web. You like rosemary? Hmm? Do you like rosemary? Look, right here. Right here. You want rosemary? Here. Even the acorns. Hank's eating those, but we have plenty of these. Now, it is a process, and I'm not going through it today. Our animals love these, but if I'm starving, this is a process. You can make flour out of these, and then you can bake with it. Acorns are a great source of meal if you have nothing else on your homestead. And we are loaded with trees everywhere that drop these acorns. Hank even eats them on occasion. Mushrooms. Look at this. Really cute little guy. You want a mushroom? I don't eat mushrooms, but if you know which one's good for you. No, no, no. He thinks I have a snack. If you know which mushrooms are good for you, there's mushrooms everywhere right now. Flowers are usually a good source of vitamins and minerals. You need to check out every flower you have and when it's blooming. This is lantana, the yellow lantana. I also have the multicolored lantana. And Hank seems to think these leaves are pretty good too. We have a multitude of huckleberry trees, and the leaves can be made into teas if that's all you have. Right now I have lemongrass, onions, peppers, so I could make a soup even if we had to possibly shoot a bird, a squirrel, a rabbit, whatever. Take one of our chickens to have meat. You could add all this as a variety into the soup pot. I'm going to take a couple of onions today, and we're going to use them in our stuff. Peppers. These peppers that didn't look like they were going to do anything. Look at my purple peppers, guys. Then we have bells. Look at here. Lots of bells starting. And these down here have just taken off. These are the bananas. They're starting to just have banana peppers. Danny picked them yesterday, so not as many, but they're still some good banana peppers, guys. So let's take this big one to add in our stash. This is what we have growing right now. See? Some nice peppers. And Hank thinks my cotton is to play with. This is cotton. That's what a cotton boll looks like. So we're not picking that because it's not ready. And look, I don't see any that's ready right now. But I'm still having blooms. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful cotton bloom. And it looks awesome. We still have quite a few bowls to go on these. And for greens, we don't have greens growing yet, but sweet potato leaves are an excellent way to have greens. Plus you can eat the little stems like this and stir fry. So here we could take some of these tender leaves. You don't want these big old gigantic leaves back here that are all bug eaten and stuff like that. Hank is eating my onion. I guess I've got to go get more onion. But you can eat these young tender leaves just like you would greens, and the stems can be used as stir fry. We still have okra, but most of it is going to seed. But if you have a few small pods, you could throw that in your soup. It's a thickener, and it makes it a little bit thick once this okra boils down into your soup. In the last video, I was going to do mint tea. Why don't we do lemon this time? And Hank seems to be playing around with it. I'll do some lemon tea. It doesn't take much. And you can use your lemongrass, guys. So what if you don't have any food? Is there something available outside? Right now I have a handful of stuff. I've already put some on the porch, and I'll show you my stash inside. But what if? Can you find something to eat with the flowers, the weeds, the trees, the plants that you might have growing? Right now is still a good time for many of you still growing. Some of you have already getting cool weather. So what do you have growing? What's wild? What's in your pots? I'm going to grab a little Malabar and head inside. A little bit of stevia in order to have to go in our tea. Hank was eating stevia too. If I go messing with something, he eats a little of everything. He thinks it's good. And right now we still have eggs. Our chickens are laying eggs, so Hank gets some eggs every morning. We also have eggs, so eggs is another part of our diet. What if, right now, if something was to happen, we still have eggs. Of oregano, a little pineapple sage, strawberry. No strawberries this time of the year, but they're there. Potatoe. Fixing to seed, guys. If anybody needs any, when it gets ready, we'll have it on Etsy. I've already got stevia. A few Malabar spinach, because you don't want to take them all off. But you want enough that you and your husband have some to eat. And they will continue to grow and produce seeds. We're in the house. If we had nothing else, so what if? I'm going to have lemongrass tea with stevia as a sweetener. That is an easy thing. And this lemongrass could probably be used off and on throughout the day. You can just keep pouring hot water and it'll keep producing for the day. If not, go get another leaf. I've got plenty. If you needed flour, now I am not making acorn flour today, but you go out, you pick enough of those up, you boil them, dry them out, grind them up, make your flour, make your stuff. It's a process. But if you have nothing else to do and you're going to starve, these acorns are going to keep you alive. So keep that in mind. These persimmons, the animals love them. They have a huge seed in the middle. I don't know if I can bust one open to show you. Actually, several seeds. But inside are several seeds. You would have to process these and get the seeds out. What I thought about doing is steaming them and having a juice and making a pudding or something out of what's left. Take the seeds out and the whole. There's not much left here when you get through, but the taste is almost like sweet potato. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the persimmon. This is the really orange one. Except for the stem outside. It's a sweet taste. You could eat it just like it is. You wouldn't have to cook it. You wouldn't have to do anything to it. As long as it's orange, it doesn't draw your mouth up. It'd be like eating a little mini fruit. You just have to not eat the seeds. Persimmons are loaded with nutrition, and they're good for you. Not bitter. And look at the seeds. You could plant more if you needed to. We have them everywhere. I don't need to plant more. Actually, finger licking good. For a scratch made, you ate them when they were yellow. Just saying. They don't draw your mouth up when they turn orange. So wait until they're orange, then pick your persimmons. We're still growing some peppers. So I got a pepper. I got some Malabar spinach. I got onions. I got garlic chives. If you want a little oregano, a little sage, this is pineapple sage. Make a salad. You can any variety of anything you have, wild edibles, whatever. If I'd have wanted greens, I would have gotten my sweet potato leaves and made greens. But today, we didn't do that. We still have sweet potatoes. These are the purple ones. Now, I picked the little minis because the big ones I didn't want to use. This is a what-if situation. I want just enough to keep us some variety and some food in our system. These could be boiled and made into something. They can be eaten raw. They can be put into our salad as raw. You can cut them up and bake them as fries. And a couple of figs for dessert. Hey, we're not going to starve. It might not look like a lot of food, but this is a pretty good little stash if you're hungry and you don't know what you can eat. So what do you have growing? What if? What if you have no food? Go around, look, see what's there, find out. And don't eat all of it, guys. Pick just a few at a time. Now, these persimmons will be gone. You have to eat them when they're ready. You saw my trees loaded. For about a month, you'll be able to eat persimmons every day. If you don't eat but 3 or 4 of these a day, that's 3 or 4, they'll last about a month. There's really, I don't know if you could preserve them. The acorns, you would probably want to collect as many as you can, as fast as you can, because the animals are going to get them. Go ahead and process them, dry them, and grind them as needed. Peppers, they'll go away eventually, but as long as you've got peppers, onions, garlic, lemongrass, whatever, stevia, as long as it's fresh, eat fresh. Don't eat out of your stash. One of the keys to survival is eat as much fresh every day as you can, and only eat your stash that you have stuck up when you run out of fresh stuff. What if? What do you have? This is what I have. And every day there's something here at Deep South to eat. So I'm not worried about day to day not having something to eat. We have a food storage. But if I need to eat fresh or my food storage is gone, I do have stuff fresh. So check it out all winter long. Winter's going to be your worst time to eat fresh. If you have a greenhouse, and we do, we have things growing in the greenhouse, use it. Herbs are wonderful for just simply putting in water and making soup. It may not have any meat, it may not have any veggies, but if you can drop in a few herbs and some water and make a tea and drink it, you're getting your vitamins and minerals. So just keep that in mind and play what if every now and then. Just walk around and see what you have. You would be surprised because today I didn't think I was going to have very much. I was thinking the figs, maybe a little bit of my lemongrass and my, I'm really surprised. I knew the persimmons were ready because I feed Hank one every day. So I've got a stash here, guys. What do you have? What if? Thank you from Crazy Days.